trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowman. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw it again. The short hands, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll set up to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
And talk about aggressive play calling here offensively, down close to the goal line. On 1st down, you try to throw it, it goes incomplete. 2nd down, you try to throw it again, and now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do it on 3rd down, too. Whatever happened to just running the football down the goal line and just trusting your offensive line and trusting a ball carrier to find a way?
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the left. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that...
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turn.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Powers through the defender.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Hard running there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Back open in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got him in the flat, and he's wrestled to the ground. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just keep slinging it. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes a connection. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Got a man in the middle.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right down the middle. Got his man. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end.
Unleashes one deep. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Hansen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Beck. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. On the ground, it's Jordan. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Eagles, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds his man. It's Bowman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mayaba. Complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick him up and put him down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Bowman. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions,
nothing but green grass down the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Finds a tight end down the gut. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Running inside. It's Hansen. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. There's some room. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unleashes one. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Sowell. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run inside. It's Beck. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Wants to throw it again. Gets it out fast. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He goes right back to the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. They really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! from the red zone for the score. Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And there he goes. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the red zone, it's Miller. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
42, Penn State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Peoples. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that... And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
DB's right up on the receivers. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Peoples. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. He makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some...
Snags it, and there's... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Catch in the middle. It's Sowell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC. And they turn it into a defensive score. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. play action. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Finds his man. It's Sowell. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They just keep firing. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Makes the catch. It's Miller. At midfield, he's got room. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.